first congratulate all the award winners today. It's always great to recognize the members of our industry that need and deserve recognition. The officers and directors, you're going to have a tough year ahead of you, probably a couple of years ahead of you. But with the unique partnership we have in the Glenmont organization, I think it will be an easy lifting for you. When I was looking at running and becoming president of the National, I was just praying for an easy year, something where nothing was going to happen. 30 days into my term, Hurricane Sandy landed, like 10 miles from my agency. Needless to say, it's been a difficult year. And the theme of this convention this year is really all about Sandy and the economic impact on the region, the economy, and our industry. Standing here in Atlantic City, you see it really firsthand. I got here yesterday, or actually Saturday we drove down, and I live in Monmouth County, and usually I plan about an hour, 45 minutes, putting into traffic and the delays and stuff. The parkway was wide open. It just flew down, come down Atlantic City Expressway, no traffic in the city, right up to the front door of the hotel. I was like, where was everybody? Went out to the boardwalk, 2 or 3 people on the rides, each ride. And I was sitting there going, wow, we really have a long way to come in this recovery. And that really is, I think, going to be the cornerstone of New Jersey and our faith as agents in this. Disasters aren't unique to New Jersey, and they vary by region. But the response of the PIA agent does not. Be it a flood, a wildfire, earthquake, hail, hurricanes, when people are in need, insurance agents are there for them. It's very interesting. During a crisis, our industry, we run towards the danger zone, not away from it. Once the first responders clear the area, guess who's the next people in that area? Insurance agents. We're there taking care of our clients, our neighbors, our friends, even people we don't insure. We're in there lending hands and helping them. Our concern is for our clients, our actions on their behalf, and it's the same in New Jersey as it is in Louisiana, Florida, no matter where the disaster is, in Oklahoma. There's nothing positive about a natural disaster. But in the times of a crisis, the value we bring to our clients and community comes shining through. Yet we still hear commercials that seem to say to everybody that price, and price alone, is what makes an insurance contract. That really that is all that's important. Study after study, both by PI National, Accenture, Ernst & Young, seem to refute this and say, no, price is important, but people do value what we do for a living. This we found in the last 2 years to be everywhere that we still talk to people. Yes, people like to shop and shop online, but they would prefer to buy from an agent who can inform them and do a professional job for them. Warren Buffett can pay billions of dollars to put geckos everywhere we look. But a cartoon character or a disembodied voice from across the sea will never be there after Hurricane Katrina or Superstorm Sandy. We provide the personal relationship advice and counsel that the direct writers simply are not equipped to deliver. We saw that during Sandy. We saw that during Katrina. We are the local insurance heroes. We are the real good neighbors. And what we also learned during Sandy, and in fact what Richard was talking about the other day in Louisiana, was the coming of age of social media. Certain members of the audience, including me, used to think that social media was just something that young people did as a way to communicate or be more self-focused on what they wanted to do, or maybe just to annoy us. But going through Sandy, we discovered that social media is simply an expansion of the communications network. Social media, in fact, expanded the interaction between people, not eliminated it. It actually expanded communication. During Sandy, when the traditional forms of communications failed, people used social media. It was used as a tool to pass the vital information of people who could not access traditional news outlets like their TV or radio. FEMA actually tweeted directions for finding shelters using SMS messages. The fire department in New York City tweeted incidents of major fires. PIA members use social media to keep in touch with their insurers. Facebook actually is the 21st century version of the town square. Town square is an interesting concept. We're in a town square now, actually. Town square is where people come to exchange ideas, to learn more. And Facebook is really nothing more than an extension of the town square. And if you're not active on Facebook or other social media, you're absent from that community that is so vital to your agency. PIA is embarking on a massive social media campaign to drive membership and services. We're working with Agency Revolution to teach us how to manage this dynamic process. You know, when I took office, I was kidding that I was going to single-handedly turn the market. Well, it turned, but obviously it had nothing to do with me. The market is coming out of the longest soft cycle in memory. I've been doing this for almost 40 years, and this has been a very, very difficult time for agents. Very slowly, it is starting to turn, and we're seeing return to profits for insurance companies and return to profits for agencies. You know, rates have nowhere to go but up. This sustained low interest investment economic environment that we're in, companies must make money now on their underwriting profits, not on investment cycles. So when you look at the opportunities and where and how insurance companies are going to start reserving again for the losses of the billions and billions of dollars they've paid out, it has to come through rate. Now this is obviously good for agencies. Stronger agency balance sheets mean more sales, more producers, bigger market share for the agency sector. It also is very good for our carrier partners. We are linked together forever, and we have to recognize that our health and the health of the carriers is critical. And we have to make sure that there's no compression of commissions during the years as prices go up. Now when I look around the room, I see a lot of people in the age group of myself, baby boomers, and I imagine that quite a few of you will be retiring in the next 10 years. I don't want to see a show of hands, but I think we can look around and see that there's probably quite a few. We need replacement people to replace all of us that are leaving the industry. And what better group than one of the people you just saw? The YIPs are perfectly placed and have everything it takes to succeed and build this agency system for the next generation. We have good jobs, good high-paying jobs, steady jobs, unlimited opportunity for advancement, and no artificial barriers for entry. Working for or owning an agency is a solid path to success. The sky's the limit, literally, and you can go as far as your talent can take you. And I'm sure that many of the speakers that you heard and the people who won awards are going to be there 20 years from now. When I took office, we decided we really needed to focus on common goals in PIA National and with our affiliates. We decided we needed to really treat each other with respect and share ideas and the talents that we have amongst our various stakes and affiliate groups. We came to the conclusion that PIA affiliates mean a strong PIA affiliates mean a stronger PIA National and vice versa. So we agreed that we would have one PIA where we would share and share alike everywhere across the entire enterprise. That's actually been working. When I took office, I suggested that we needed to turn around the trend of shrinking membership. I issued a challenge that nationally I wanted to grow our membership by 10% by the end of the year. Well, after 3 months of that challenge, we're actually halfway there. So membership is growing. And the ideas that are being shared between affiliates are actually working. And the social media reach out that we're doing and using new ideas and new concepts that have come from across the country are working to spread our word and to get the PI message out to agents. And you know, there's very critical partners in helping me to get to this. And I'll probably embarrass Diane, but Diane and Ken and Mark Lalonde were critical for me to get my message and what I wanted to do across the PI National. We needed someone to light the spark and not just have concepts, but to say, yes, I will help. Yes, I will sign up for this. Yes, I will make this happen. And your leadership in Glenmont made that happen. You know, Ken and Diane have always been here, and you know, It's a long time that I've been working here too, and I remember when Jim Reed handed over the helm to Ken Bissett, and then Ken to Diane, and now we're transitioning from Diane to Mark and Kelly. This long line of professional quality leadership continues. Over the last generation, if you look back 20, 30 years, you can see that our volunteer staff has also excelled, and we've put many quality leaders from our tri-state area into the national presidency. Some of which, unfortunately, are no longer with us, but Bill Bailey, 1984. Jim Davies, 1985. Charles Crowley from Connecticut, 1993. Arthur Mull, 1998. And Ken Auerbach in 2008. They created and brought forth what we have at Glenmont to the national and built that solid foundation that we continue to build on today. I like to quote in our agency, really, having a biology background, as you heard from college. Darwin has always fascinated me with his concept of survival of the fittest and how things change and evolve over time. And an Irish writer named Michael Scott really said it best: "The strong survive, but the courageous triumph." Not only have all of you in this room survived, but you have exhibited courage during a really tough time. Yes, the herd has been thinned, and those of us left standing are stronger and better than ever. The hard market we endured, the direct writer, and the erosion of our book of business, Elliot Spitzer trying to take our profit sharing away, the federal government trying to get into our business and cut our commissions, Hurricane Irene, Superstorm Sandy, regulations, taxes, more taxes, Obamacare, flood reform now, the financial crisis descending on the banking industry, and now cicada. It's like, we're still here, all of us. PIA is still here. We're not going to go away. I am so proud to lead an organization of such strident professionals as all of you in this room. You deserve the great respect and the great admiration for bringing this organization forward. You will always have that from me. Thank you very much for your attention. Good luck in the casinos.